It played a major role for artists who were the first to work with contemporary technology. I'm Hans Hake. I'm living in New York since 1965. With the work that we are talking about, it was the first time that I, so to speak, built an environment. It was a room in the gallery, a squarish room with an entrance. And normally it was dark. And when a person entered, it was triggering lights. That's to say, there was a grid of, in effect, one could say the space was a grid with lines from left to right and front to back. And these were photo cells in which a person who entered the grid played what was happening there, or you can say was followed where the person moved, and connected with the photocells were light bulbs, and they lit up where one was, so to speak, in the crosshairs. So one was playing the room, and the room followed the visitor. 2 or 3 people made it brighter than a single person. The Howard Wise Gallery was one of the galleries who were on 57th Street in New York, and Howard Wise was one of the few galleries where non-American artists were invited to exhibit. Howard Wise was not only unusual to have non-American artists in his gallery, but also because he was among the first galleries who showed works by artists who did so-called kinetic works, and I was one of them. He played a major role for artists who were the first to work with contemporary technology. Without this supportive environment, it would be much more difficult. And it also connected people who were working with these things. And I'm sure I met a lot of fellow artists who I might not have met otherwise. It was sort of a community because it was at that time rather unusual to work with moving parts and working with technology. A man who played a very important role there, that was Billy Cleaver. And I met him many times, not specifically about my work, but he was intrigued by what I was doing, and I, in turn, was impressed what he was trying to accomplish. Over the years, I did quite a number of works with moving parts, so to speak. Also, then expanding into not moving parts, but information.